Hi there, Kodec. Hope life is treating you all perfectly. I got another build video for you guys today. And a little bit of a change in pace in terms of what I usually post. I very much favor a dot-based setup, and this is everything but that. It's a very, very bursty setup. And I tend not to perform very well with these setups either. And I've gotten some crazy results. I mean, in Battlegrounds, you just two-tap people on command. I'm not even joking. So, yeah, let's get into it. As you can see, we are stacking crit like there is no tomorrow. And I am a kitty cat. I am a Gjeet, which also synergizes very well with the idea of stacking crit. Which also means that we are running the Shadow Mundustone, which increases our critical damage and healing by 11%. As you can see, we have a very healthy amount of recovery as well as health. I like being around the 30k mark. If you want more health, then by all means. I'm running Jewels of Mistral as food and Vampire Stage 3 for Undeath. Let's have a look at the buffed stats. Again, as you can see, we have a really healthy amount of recovery and health, as well as a little bit over 7k spell and weapon damage, as well as 55.3% spell and weapon crit. So yes, you put out a lot of damage with this thing. A lot of damage. Let's have a look at the gear. I'm running 3 heavy, 3 medium, 1 light. As always, I'm running reinforced on the big pieces and impen on the rest. I'm running 2 maces, 1 Nirnhold, 1 sharpened, with absorbed stamina and disease damage glyphs on the front bar. And then I'm running an ice staff with defending and weapon and spell damage glyph on the back. I'm running triple bloodthirsty jewelry on this setup. It's really nice given how bursty we are. But it's a fair argument to run infused here, so if you want to do that, feel free. But yeah, I'm running triple bloodthirsty and with weapon and spell damage enchantments on all the 3 pieces, jewelry pieces. Monster Helm, I'm running Balog. I mean, this Monster Helm synergizes very well with what we want to accomplish, which is burst upon more burst. And I mean, when you click your ultimate, your burst potential is just gonna go through the roof. So, great Monster Helm. I'm running Odor's Wrath on the front bar, and I mean, it just synergizes really well with the idea of stacking crit like we're doing. And it's also a really easy set to get hold of because it's craftable, so don't sleep on this thing. I'm running Rallying Cry on the back bar. I mean, very unoriginal, but I mean, it's simply the best set you could have on your back bar at the moment, given how much crit there are. I mean, we all know what it does. It gives you a crit resist and weapon and spell damage. Mythic. I'm running the Saint and the Seducer. Really good Mythic, which buffs your damage, amps it up a lot. It's quite RNG based though, so keep that in mind, and I think actually that's the biggest minus of this Mythic. I still do not have the access to Monomyth. So if you have Monomyth, run it, because it's better than Saints in every possible way, I think. But if you do not have the Monomyth Mythic, Saint is probably going to be the best substitute for that. Skills. I'm running Bone Edge, a pretty crazy skill. It gives you a lot. I mean, it gives you a lot of sustain, and like we talked about, we have a lot of recovery at our base. So with this thing on top of it, I mean, sustain is a non-issue on this build. It also provides us with major brutality and sorcery buff, which is great. On top of that, it allows you to remove one negative effect from you. And if you do not have any negative effects, it will boost your damage by 5%. So yeah, crazy skill, really, really good. Deep Fissure. This is our delayed burst skill. It's also an AoE burst, which hits really stinking hard, and also is our way of applying major and minor breach. Surprise attack. This is our spammable. It applies the sundered status effect on the target, and if you strike an enemy from the flank, you will set them off balance. It's also a guaranteed critical strike hit, so this thing hits really, really hard. Grit ability. Merciless Resolve, also an ability which is really, really powerful. It buffs your damage a lot, and it also gives you access to Spectral Arrow or Spectral Bow, call it whatever you like, which hits super duper hard. I've one-shot people with this thing. And on top of that, it heals you for 56% of the damage dealt if you're in melee range. So, really crazy skill, really, really good. And then I'm running Camo Hunter on the front bar for the major savagery and prophecy buff. I'm running Dawnbreaker here, but there's no problem to run in-cap here. But I prefer in-cap more in BGs than in Cyrodiil. Reason being is that in Cyrodiil you will be outnumbered quite often, and then I prefer Dawnbreaker, so that's why I'm running it. But this setup here with in-cap is pretty much what I'm running in BGs, and it's really, really good. Streak. This is your getaway vehicle, allows you to streak away when you need to. It does a little bit of shock damage and stuns your opponent, so a great skill. Resolving Vigor, a little hot, but the main reason it's on our bar is because of the minor resolve. Hurricane makes you very fast, does a decent amount of AoE damage. It also applies or gives us major resolve and minor expedition. So also a great skill. Healing Soul, this is our burst heal. I run the normal scripts, resources back at major vitality. So, as you can see, I'm running Blinding Flare on the back bar, and this may seem strange. Reason being is that we lose a lot of tankiness from not running Monomyth. And these type of setups needs to have the capability of taking some heat while you're waiting for your burst window. And what Blinding Flare does in combination with Temporal Guard is essentially give us 15% less damage taken, which is huge. It makes you quite tanky on your back bar. So that's why I'm running it. If you're running Monomyth, I would recommend you run something like the Mage Scribe skill, this thing. With the class mastery, because Warden's class mastery is pretty fucking broken. It's really, really good, and I would probably pair it with something like Force or something like that. Let's have a look at the CP. Blue CP, I run Focus Bending, Ironclad, Fighting Finesse, and Master of Downs. Feel free to swap out Focus Bending for Resilience if you like, but I haven't felt the need. Red CP, Survival Instincts, Pain's Refuge, Fortified, and Celerity. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. I've been having a lot of fun, surprisingly a lot of fun, because like I said, I do not tend to like these sort of bursty specs. I'm more of a dot spec enthusiast. But I really hope you guys will enjoy this build. Let me know what you think. Take care, and I'll see you later.